All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into a huge and, frankly, super expensive problem for pretty much every business out there: cybersecurity. We're going to break down an innovative solution from a Brazilian company called Replica AI Solutions. It's an AI-powered suite named Prometheus B2B, and it's all about flipping security from a reactive, defensive game into a predictive powerhouse. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll dig into why modern security is such a tough nut to crack. Then we'll look at the Prometheus solution itself and its really unique AI architecture. After that, we'll talk about the bottom line, the real-world impact, and of course the cost savings. And we'll wrap it all up with a look at what this means for the future. Let's get started with the problem. You know, in the world we live in today, the old-school ways of handling cybersecurity, they're just not cutting it anymore. They're actually breaking down. The sheer amount of data, combined with how clever threats have become, has created a situation where the traditional human-first approach just isn't viable.
Let's just be real for a second. Asking a team of people to manually sift through the never-ending river of logs coming from servers, apps, and devices, it's like asking them to count raindrops in a thunderstorm. It's literally impossible. With all that data exploding, you're just bound to miss the important stuff, leaving these huge, dangerous security gaps.
And what's really fascinating is how all these issues feed into each other, creating this perfect storm. You've got this flood of data coming in. At the same time, cyber attacks are getting smarter and faster, and your security teams, who are already expensive and hard to find, are totally overwhelmed. What do you get? Snail-paced response times, sky-high costs, and a whole lot of risk.
And here's the price tag for all that pain. According to the data coming out of Brazil, a standard 24/7 security team can run you over 700,000 Brazilian reais a year. That is a staggering amount of cash just to keep a defense running that's already losing the race.
So, if the old way is broken, what's the fix? Well, that brings us right to the Prometheus B2B Advanced Security Suite. This system isn't just designed to keep up with modern threats, it's designed to get ahead of them and master the game.
This quote really nails it. Calling it an ecosystem is the key. See, it's not just another piece of software you install. It's a whole network of AIs that work together, completely changing security from this manual, reactive headache into an automated, intelligent system that works for you. So here's the difference in a nutshell. Traditional security is all about reacting. An alarm goes off and then a person has to go figure out what happened. Prometheus is proactive. It's autonomous. Its AI is built to actually predict threats as they're forming and act on them right away, usually without a person needing to lift a finger.
Okay, so how on earth does it actually do all that? To really get it, we need to pop the hood and take a look at the architecture. This is where it gets really cool.
It's all built on 4 really smart layers. It all starts with data collection, where these little autonomous agents are constantly gathering logs and metrics. Then that data gets piped into the analysis layer, where AI and machine learning models are hunting for anything that looks out of place. From there, the decision-making layer instantly figures out what to do, whether that's just an alert or a full-on automated block. And finally, you see it all on these clean, easy-to-use dashboards.
So this is the big idea, the secret sauce, the intelligent swarm, or as it's called in the original Portuguese, enxame de agentes. The best way to picture it is like a swarm of bees. Instead of one huge monolithic program, Prometheus uses a whole bunch of small, independent AI agents. Each one has a specific job, and they all talk and work together over the internet. This creates a security system that's incredibly tough, spread out, and can grow to any size you need.
Now, for the tech folks watching, this whole swarm idea is built on a really modern approach called a microservices architecture. By building everything as a collection of these small, independent services, you get this amazing flexibility. If one part of the system is working extra hard, you can just scale that one part up without messing with anything else. That's what makes the whole thing so nimble and strong.
Okay, that's the tech. Super cool, right? But what does it actually mean for a business? Let's switch gears from the how it works to the so what and really focus on the tangible value and the money.
This breakdown is, well, it's pretty jaw-dropping. You've got a traditional team with all the salaries and tools costing over 700,000 reais a year. The Prometheus suite, it comes in around 100,000. And just look at that bottom line. That's a potential savings of over 600,000 reais every single year. And this chart just makes that difference impossible to ignore. On the left, you've got this massive, towering bar representing the cost of a traditional human team. And way down on the right, you see the cost of the autonomous Prometheus suite. We're not talking about a small improvement here. This is a totally different way of thinking about cost.
Let me put it another way. The source material points to a potential drop in operational costs of up to 70%. And think about what that means. It's not just about saving a buck. It's about shifting those resources away from inefficient, manual work and putting them toward things that actually grow your business. But honestly, the value here is so much more than just saving money. It's about a complete operational transformation. Instead of just playing defense, you're now predicting the other team's moves. Instead of a system that groans and breaks as you grow, you have one that scales up without even blinking. And maybe the biggest thing, all that security data stops being just a cost and starts becoming a goldmine of business intelligence.
So, after all that, what's the big picture? What's the major takeaway? We're looking at a future where security isn't just a line item on a budget, it's a genuine strategic asset. Choosing this kind of autonomous tech isn't just a tech decision, it's a decision about where you want your company to be 5–10 years from now. When you boil it all down, it comes back to this one powerful shift in thinking. Moving away from a reactive defense, where you're always a step behind, to a predictive security model, where you can see threats coming and stop them before they ever cause damage. And that really just leaves one final, crucial question for you to think about. Right now, is your security just reacting to what happened yesterday? Or is it predicting what's coming tomorrow? Because the answer to that question could very well define the future of your company. That's the explanation for today.